What's going on YouTube? Back at you again with another video. JC Cowboys Network, you already know what it is. We got about 10 or 11 days off, Cowboys Nation, and it's time for me to do an Odell Beckham breakdown. They've been talking about this guy way too much, and it's time for me to have fun with this breakdown. I got time today, so make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the way the YouTube algorithm works, if you don't hit it, you'll miss on fire videos. So Cowboys Nation, y'all already know what type of swag we on. Let's boogie. Odell Beckham, wide receiver, coming in at 5'11" and weighing in at 198 pounds. Electric athlete that had the reputation of flat out embarrassing you and put you on his highlight reel. Play after play after play. Clipping the top off the defense, transition to circus catches. Potentially signing with Dallas with that ability, how could they go wrong? Reaching up and making wild catches, something like Stretch Armstrong. A true top dog athlete that has a resume of torching off coverage and press coverage jams. It's been a long road for this wide receiver, starting with the Giants and went to Cleveland and with the Rams. Last year in the Super Bowl, he started off scorching hot for everybody to see. If it wasn't for his knee, he had the chance to be the Super Bowl MVP. Losing Amari Cooper, we needed these guys to step up. Michael Gallup and CD. But here comes Jerry Jones and literally the whole Cowboys organization letting it be known they want this player. As for him, this might be the place to be. Let's see if Jerry Jones is really serious about bringing in this impact player, because I believe with this type of opportunity, this will take this team to the top, especially if he stays healthy. Let's get to it, Cowboys Nation. Odell Beckham is a wide receiver that has top-notch speed, he has rare athleticism, and teams in the past has had to pay a lot of attention to on every single team he's been on. This is a wide receiver that has 10-inch hands, which is crazy. This is a player that is 5'11", and he literally has bigger hands than Mike Evans, who is about 6'4" or 6'5", and Jadeveon Clowney, who is about 6'6". That is crazy, but that explains why this player makes those 50-50 circus catches, being able to torque his body and grab the ball at any given angle. He's also a wide receiver that you can do trick plays with as well. He's ran jet sweeps in the past, and he's also thrown the ball as well. So this is a player that is a do-it-all type of guy, and if he is healthy, this is a guy that we have to really look at. Beckham went to LSU in college and was drafted by the New York Giants. This is a guy that really made a name for himself when he made a big catch against Brandon Carr years ago. Fast forward a few years later, where he was traded to the Browns for a first and a third round pick. Giants clearly won that trade because he didn't stay with the Browns for too long, being cut by the Browns because his dad shared an Instagram post highlighting former Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield's chemistry issues with his son. Crazy, but yes, that did happen. Last year, he was signed by the Rams mid-season, and he started to take off. It has been a very long road for Odell Beckham, but this is a wide receiver that is very, very productive, and he was doing very well before he got injured in the Super Bowl. So I'm sure when he comes back this year, this is going to truly light a fire for this player. He's played the X receiver, he's played the Z, and he's played the slot. So this shouldn't be hard for Kellen Moore if this player was to get on board, because this guy can line up anywhere on the field, and that will be a huge threat for this offense. Bringing in a player like him, this will force teams to put 7 in the box, having 2 safeties deep because you're scared of our wide receivers. But that is pick your poison type of trouble, because Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott are dangerous behind the backfield. So you gotta be very careful. So bringing a guy like him, it can open up the whole offense. CeeDee Lamb has only had a couple of splash games this season. With Michael Gallup still trying to get back from injury he had last season, Kellen Moore is slowly trying to get this player back in the groove, but he has been doing solid so far. Adding a guy like Beckham, this will ramp up the play from both of these players, knowing that an alpha dog is in the wide receiver room. Beckham makes his money off his speed, his route running ability, and making crazy catches. So this type of player will make things easier for Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is the type of quarterback that needs everything clicking for things to go right. The offensive line, the run game, wide receivers. So bringing in a guy like Odell Beckham, a guy that has swagger on and off the field, this is a player that can really make a huge difference, and I'll be excited to see if these guys get him. Beckham has had multiple injuries in his whole career, and he also had surgery twice on the same knee. Jerry Jones has a meeting set up in December with this player, so I'm sure they will check on his progress. There are rumors saying that he wants to go to a Super Bowl contender, and he's looking for the type of deal that Gallup signed this year. As long as it's not interrupting Trayvon's future deal, as well as Parsons' deal, this might be the move to make. December 5th is going to be a very important day for Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones Cowboys Nation. This is an opportunity for these guys to bring in this type of player, but they got to make sure that this player is healthy. We know he wants a Gallup type of contract. I'm not sure if it's 15 to 20 million, but it gotta make sense at the end of the day, because we cannot put in all our chips and mortgage our future for a player, and we don't even know if we're gonna take that next step yet. So we gotta take this day by day and see how this player shakes out. I believe that we can be able to get this player, but as long as we stay true to our cap and try not to overdo too much, I think we can be able to pull this off. So we'll see how it all plays out. I just wanted to do a quick breakdown. We got a big season ahead of us, man. We got so much more work to do, and we'll see how everything shakes out, all right? So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe so y'all can come vibe. You already know what it is. Go.